Morning peeps, this is Big Mike here for episode 4 of my Atlas gameplay. First, I wanted to thank all of you who have subscribed and commented on my videos. I truly appreciate it. I hope you all have a great 2019. Please be sure to spread the word and help me get to my first 100 subscribers. Now, in this video I cover my first true base build 101 on a new island in Atlas, and honestly it's not saturated by 1,000 other players. It's fairly open to new builds. So the only unfortunate thing is it's in a lawless area still. Either way, wanted you guys to see kind of the first mechanics of how to do a base build, how to drop a new shipyard, how to drop a dock, those kind of things. So hopefully you guys enjoy it and you check out my other videos and you keep watching. Let me know what you think in the down low in the comments. Bang the thumbs up button, and as always, subscribe. Appreciate it, guys. Please enjoy the video and let me know what you think. And as always, guys, help feed Big Mike. Thanks. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, this is Big Mike and thank you for joining the stream. Today we are going to build a base. Unfortunately, as you probably recognize, we are on a different island. The island I was on was kind of a crappy island. It was extremely crowded. We had all kinds of issues. We had people blocking off areas. I got stuck in the catfish pond area, which if you guys have played a little bit, you know, that's one of the only places on one of the islands to get fish. Some guy had built a stone fence all the way around. I got inside somehow and was stuck inside. Lost a lot of stuff. As you know from the previous episode, I died and ended up having to raft back. After losing a lot of stuff, I ended up creating a company under the wrong name and changed the name, and or it left the company instead of changing the name. And so here I am. I ended up getting building a new raft, which you can see out there is USS Games number 8. That's my 8th raft in this game. The first 7 failed horribly. Probably number 7 was the worst, but unfortunately we've gone through 8. Hopefully my mistakes are your gain and you guys can learn from it. But what I ended up doing, I'm going to hit the map here so you can see where we've sailed to. Let me hit the plus sign a few times. So you start on Freeport, which is on the far right hand side. It's the very far right hand side part of the island there that has no name to it. I sailed all over the place. I've now sailed, I'm right in the middle of the map, so let me zoom in a little bit and let you guys see. There's actually 3 islands here. The island at the bottom of the map there is a little busy. It's got a few people. This island has maybe 5 or 6 people total, which is very surprising. I found several things where people had spawned and built stuff and they left it, and it's past the 3-day marker, so I was able to demolish several things and start creating a base. The other little island I've not been to yet, but it looks like there's nobody over there. So hopefully this is a pretty cool spot for me to at least start. It's still lawless, so I can't claim land, but I can at least build. I can at least build stuff and get started. So what I did is I wanted to do all of it on the stream for you guys, but what I did is I went ahead and placed about a 7x7, and the rocks respawn in your base, unfortunately, but that's fine. I'll have a perpetual source of rocks and stone and flint, I guess. But and then something's up with this corner here. Even if I remove those rocks, it won't let me put those 2 foundations down. So, but anyway, the key things I wanted to cover here on this part of the episode was the things I was looking for in a solid island were, number 1, is there water? The only source of water on this island, unfortunately, is to go punch the ground and do the little mini game. But I can do that right out here, right out there in the green area. I can do it, and I can do it pretty much unlimited anytime I need it. So the next thing was, is it buildable? This whole island is almost buildable. I can build all the way over there. I can build over there. I made this 7x7, and I said, oh crap, I got to stop because I don't want to build a 100 foundation base and not be able to do an episode for you guys. And then the next thing was an open area for a dock and a shipyard. Look at that. I don't think it can be much more open. And actually over there where my raft is, it's even way more open, and I could actually build a like a 50 by 50 area in, it's just under the water on the edge of the island. There's an area where you can build out there. So I may build a base out there just for the heck of it and build a huge shipyard out there. But my first shipyard and dock are going to go right here. The next thing is, you know, obviously not too crowded. I already said, you know, there's 4 or 5 guys here. Somebody's building a huge ship over there, so maybe that guy ran everybody off. I don't know, but it's not real crowded here. So, and then fish in the ocean. A lot of the areas you jump in, there's no fish. Let me show you guys right here. I got a couple fish cooked right there, and oh, let's go into this one right here. I think I've got 30 or 40 fish. Yeah, look at there. 36 fish, and that was like after just a minute or two of trying to harvest fish. So fish and food in general, all the core resources, which is the next thing, all the core resources are here. You got fiber, you got wood, you got flint, you got stone, you've got water, which you punch for. All those core things are here. The only really kind of quote-unquote bad thing is the wolves that keep spawning over here. And I'm probably going to end up having to do a battle with him, so I may pause it long enough to do the battle with him, or I may do it real quick. Let's see here what happens. Oh, he's running away. So unfortunately with Atlas, there's still the kind of laggy glitch where animals kind of lurch. They kind of rubber band back and forth. What I found is if you end up battling them in this area, have a fire going. If they get hung on your fire, it actually causes them damage. So you can cook food and have a little extra damage going on. So anyway, the biggest thing I wanted to do for you guys today, I don't know if you guys have logged in or if you're thinking about buying the game, but until January 3rd, I think it is, they're doing 2.5 times gathering. So every time you pick up anything, it's 2.5 times gathering rate. So that's actually pretty sweet because it helps you build up pretty quick. The next thing is I want to, some of the skills I've unlocked. Let's go into skills here. I've unlocked archery, which I just did the basics of the bow. I've unlocked seamanship, which you guys saw in the previous episodes, which allows me to build the dock for the sloop. And then I think that's it. Oh, I unlocked cooking. So those are the key things I've unlocked. One of the things I noticed you have to do to unlock Beastery, which is this guy right here, you have to go under survivalism, you have to do hand-to-hand combat, and then you have to do this one right here, which I'm going to go ahead and do that on screen so you guys can kind of see. The track is Tools of the Trade under survivalism, Tools of the Trade, which you do pretty much on start, and then hand-to-hand combat. And then the next one is kind of splits off right here in the center of the screen, and it goes over to Beast Mastery. Let me do that. And if you just want to skip doing all the extras and go to the one you want, it'll do both of them at one time. So I'm going to hit accept on that. So now I can tame creatures and tame the chickens that are going to walk around a lot around here. That'll be a future episode, but I wanted to show you guys kind of what you do to get that. All right, so the core reason for this episode is this awesomeness right here. I have built a tremendous amount of housing materials here, so I'm going to pull these guys in. I'm going to start building the house, the massive base that we want to have on this island here, Musrath Island. Sorry, it's in the top right of the screen. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and start placing stuff, placing walls. I did have to go ahead and place a smithy because I wanted to be able to show you guys a lot of stuff while I was able to gather a lot of stuff. So, all right, we're going to leave a spot for a door there. One thing that you guys may or may not realize yet. All right, I'm going to do it right here. So if you see in the bottom left-hand corner, when you place a foundation or any kind of wall or anything, in the left-hand side, there's a little key that tells you if I click to put this down, it's just going to put a wall down. But if I hit T, it's going to put a window down. If I hit T again, it's going to put a doorway, which is what I want right there. Let's go over here. Let's put a window in this. Let's put a regular wall there. Let's put a window right there. So let's hit T, and it puts a window in. Check that out. So a lot of people are missing that. If you keep hitting T, it goes a doorway, it goes to sloped wall, which is what you'll need on the like a second or third floor when you're building your roof. Otherwise, you'll end up with a really weird looking roof mechanism. I'm going to put another doorway over here. So I'm going to hit T a couple times, put a door there. I'm going to hit T until I get back to a normal wall, regular wall. All right, we're going to keep going. I'm going to go ahead and, so I thought I can continue building out that way, but for now, I'm going to put all the walls up. If we have to, we'll knock out a wall or two to let you guys get to see what the rest of the build could look like. And let's do this. Let's hit T and put a door in there because we want to be able to get out that side, and I want a door right here. So I really like, as you can see, I like to have a door on each. Oh, I forgot this wall here. Let me try to take this rock out and see if that'll let me put a wall in there. All right, so let's see here, number 5, which, oh, I ran out of walls. Let me grab some more walls. That was one thing. I was hoping I had made enough walls for you guys to see a majority of the build. Let's see what we can do here. All right, number 5. Let's see if it'll, there it goes. Okay, cool. So what I was saying earlier is I wanted to have a doorway on each side, and I've got that now. And probably what I should have done is I probably should have put more windows in, but I'll do that on the second level. I had a lot of windows, which will let me probably shoot my arrows out of the second level story. The key thing that this will do for me now is it will let me be protected. I don't think any animals can, any of the wolves can actually jump in here. There's a couple wolves that are pretty dangerous in the area. So let me actually create a few extra doors. Do that real quick for you guys. See if I got some doors in here. I've got one doorway there. So let me add that guy right here. Place. All right, so there's one door. Let me add some more doors. But the key thing, you know, I wanted to let you guys see a really cool base build. Well, what I would assume is a cool base build. A big mic base build. And let's drop that there. Drop that there. Okay, all right, so now what I wanted to do in Ark, I don't know if you guys have played Ark, you really don't want to do a one level story at all. You really want to have it be 2 levels. So let me go ahead and grab some more walls. All right, so as you see, I've hotkeyed my walls as number 5. So I should be able to hit number 5 several times. All right, I don't know if I've got enough walls for this or not, but we're going to try. I have noticed one thing I was going to show you guys in a future episode is the grappling hooks. I created those. From what I've seen, you can actually grapple hook into people's base, climbing up the side of their base. So I don't know if that's meant to be that way or not. I know in PvE it would, I mean PvP it would make sense, but in PvE I'm not certain it actually makes sense. All right, there we go. 5. All right, so there we go. We have our first, let me jump outside so you guys can kind of see what it looks like outside. Open and close the doors. That's what it looks like. This is Big Mike's quote-unquote first real base. The last base was a total loss. One of the cool things I've noticed a lot of people do is if you make the bottom floor wood and then make the second floor thatch and then wood and thatch, and it kind of gives you a white, the wood is white and then thatch is brown, so you get like a white brown kind of colonial look going up as you go multiple floors. So my goal is to build this probably 3 or 4 stories high and have a lot of cool stuff in each level. Hopefully they fix it so that the rock doesn't spawn inside the building. All right, so cool. That's our, I'm not going to actually put the roof on yet. I'm going to show you guys the next thing I wanted to do is I created a loom, a tannery, and a forge. Let's see what else. I got a bed. I'm going to put the bed on the actual shipyard when we place that. I got a mortar and pestle. And let's go ahead and do the other two, and then the ceilings. So we can kind of do all this stuff. Let's see if we can carry all of it. Let me drop this other stuff off. All right, there we go. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is, since this corner was kind of jacked up with the stuff that wouldn't let me build down there, I'm going to go ahead and just place let's place the loom in that corner. Look at that. That thing is huge. Is it going to block me from going in and out the door? Maybe. Let's see. Can we do it over there? No. Let's do it in this corner. All right. We're going to do it over here. The first floor I usually like to have as my quick jump in and do whatever I need to do floor. So right there. There we go. We have our loom. And let's do the tannery. Place it. I think that one will fit over here just fine. Let's see. Look at that. Perfect. Kind of move it. You don't want it to go outside the walls because then people can actually click on it and get inside of it. There we go. Let's see. Let's go outside and make sure we can't get in. Can't see it. Let's see. Thatch wall. Thatch wall. There we go. I don't think anybody could see it. There's the wolf. So we're going to go back inside. Don't want to die on this episode. Want to be able to show you all the cool stuff. So there's the tannery. There's my smithy I dropped down. And these are the three storage units I just dropped just long enough to start harvesting a lot of materials to let you guys see what I'm building. There's the loom. All right, so the staircase, I actually want to put, let's do the forgery first. Let's do the forge. The forge we'll put in this corner. So our house is going to have something in every corner pretty much. I'm going to put that right beside the door. Let's see. All right. So if you hold your mouse up, you can kind of see the wall give and show when you're in the wall and when you're outside the wall. So right there, we're going to move over a little bit, and I'm going to drop that guy right there. So now I have a a forge. Hello. All right. So there's the smithy. Here's the tannery. There's the loom, and there's the forge. So now I can actually make bars of metal. That's awesome. Now, let's see. I want to drop the staircase in the middle. I thought it would be really cool to have a staircase place. Let's see here. All right. I don't like that angle. I want it to... There we go. Right there. So that's the first part. I think I got to make two, actually. I forgot. All right, so let's see if I can place that. There it is. Outstanding. Look at that. That's cool as crap. Look at that. Boom. So now I'm going to take and place my ceilings, my ceiling tiles, which also are the kind of double as your floor tiles, in my hot bar, and I'm going to start placing these guys. Look at that. Boom. So let me show you guys something cool while we've got it. I just placed this guy. If you see there's a quick pickup time of 20. It starts with 30 seconds. You've got 30 seconds. You drop something and oops, I don't want it there. Arc doesn't allow you to do this. You can hold E on it and pick it up. Look at that. That's one thing that Arc was missing that was just, it was a major pain. You'd end up placing something. You would end up having to hold right on it or your E button on it and demolish it. In order to replace it. But unfortunately, Atlas lets you pick them up and replace it. So that's pretty cool. While I'm downstairs, I'm going to place my mortar and pestle. I usually like to put the mortar and pestles over in a corner. So let me drop these guys. I think I only made one. I'm going to drop it right over here by the the forge. And there it is. Okay, so mortar and pestle. Let's run upstairs and finish this. Let's keep hitting 5. Oh, I didn't place them in there. Did I pick them up? Silly. All right, number 5. Boom. Oh, those are actually different. I'm not sure what I think I made wooden. The other ones are wooden and these are thatch. Oh well. So we got some extra sturdy halfer thatch. That's okay. I'll replace the thatch at some point with stone. The goal was to get you guys a visualization of what it looks like to have a base. And I will tell you, it took me, just to get this amount of resources, it took me a couple hours of grinding solo in order to get enough stuff to build what you guys are seeing me build. And what we're going to show you guys is the finishing of the roof here. I believe we have more than enough, and we're going to drop these guys in here. And this is my first, for some reason it kind of lags there. All right, there we go. All right, so this is my 1-story, 2-level building. I wanted to be able to build this. I've been trying for quite some time, and I think one of the things I got hung up on was the ability to, when you're placing a thatch wall, hitting the T button on the side. When you drop a wall, if you hit the T button, the bottom left-hand corner, it tells you how to switch it to a window or to a doorway. I had several doors, and I was trying to figure out, how do I create a doorway? And what I ended up doing is I made a massive gate and put a gateway in place instead of a door. It's not real clear. I completely missed the bottom left-hand corner showing me that. So, all right, so cool. I wanted to get you guys to see that, and let's go ahead and now, the biggest things I wanted you to see the rest of this episode is I wanted to place a dock, a tiny shipyard, and then also the small shipyard. Now, some of the things I've seen, a lot of people have said you got to be real careful, because if you place those incorrectly in the water, if you're not deep enough, you're going to not be able to use, not be able to sail your ship out. So the dockyard, let's see here, I'm going to kind of walk out until I'm at the point of swimming and see if I can drop my dock over this way, kind of close to this guy's dock. There we go, I'm swimming. Let me try to place my dock. It's probably going to tell me I'm too close to his dock. Right there. All right, so there's my little small shipyard. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go out to the end of this and kind of to the left. And let's try to place our small shipyard place. And it's not really small, obviously. Look at that, guys. That's awesome. Okay, so it's blue, so we're going to drop it. Boom. Look at that. That is awesome. So part of the reason why I wanted this angle too, it worked out really well, is when I've been on my raft, the angle of the wind actually almost always points to that island. So I wanted to be able to get some good wind once I get my ship built to be able to sail out from this area. Very cool. All right, guys, so check that out. Let me give you a little bit better view on the gamma there. There's the base. There's the dock. I should be able to, it's kind of at an odd angle, but at least I can sail out from there. And then here's my big area where I'm going to build my sloop, my first ship. So seeing a lot of cool stuff on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run out to the end here. One of the things I've seen a lot of people doing, I'm not sure if it actually works. I'm going to place a bed on the end of this. What I found is the beds on my raft is all that works right now because I'm in Lawless. If I place a bed in my base, it says, basically when you spawn into the game, when you die, on the far right hand island, the middle right hand island there, I've got a couple beds placed on land, and unfortunately it won't let me spawn there because it's on unclaimed land. Anywhere that it's Lawless, it won't let you spawn in your bed. But on the raft, if you have a bed, it'll let you spawn there. So I keep one on my raft. I'm going to see if this one will work. Let me rename this one to Big Mike Shipyard. You always want to wake up in the shipyard, right? So there we go. All right, so I'm going to test that out. I'll let you guys know how that works. And for the bulk, that was the main part of this episode. I wanted you guys to see kind of the bare bones base build, the dock, and the shipyard. So now I'm going to start gathering massive amounts of materials on this new little island I found. So hopefully I can gather everything I need and build you guys a cool ship, and you can kind of see the next pieces of the game and decide if you like it or not. As always, guys, thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me a comment in the down low and let me know what you think about the game. I really appreciate all the comments and subscribers I got so far. You guys keep posting, keep adding, and I will keep going. As always, feed Big Mike.